Now, before we run out of time, I wanted to just go back to your blogging for a moment, because you're probably the most serious blogger I've come upon, because you really do it all the time, and it shows. Where do you do it? Do you do it can you do it from wherever you are, or do you go to your office and blog, or do you do it at home, or?
I did a blog post on the way here.
Okay, so you do it with a handheld device.
Well,
too.
on my laptop or at the
Right.
office. And
what do you think are the rules of blogging? I mean, what's the
I don't
rules
think there
you
are
live
any
by?
rules. I think that the younger generation smells inauthenticity a mile
Should everybody
away.
have a blog?
Everyone should have a blog. And I would say that media, last night I thought that the debate was very instructive.
Mm-hmm.
Managing media and managing new media is really the skill that's demanded, and the Democrats now are managing the blogosphere and managing the dissemination of unfiltered information very well.
So are they your people? Is Obama your candidate?
It's regardless of who wins, it's going to be close, even 10 points, all right, 60-40,
Do you have
whoever
a
wins.
candidate?
I've given the max to both.
To both. Let me ask you this before we end, though. Do you think that Sarah Palin is the right person to personify a hockey mom?
I'm going to say something counterintuitive. I was mayor of a small town in Florida, and I ran a small town, and I had a balance of budget, and I had a police force, and I had a city manager, and I remember watching Larry King, and someone who I know and like, James Carvell, was making fun of a small town mayor and a state governor. And the reason I came to Georgetown and stayed here and had such a good time was a cousin was a congressman. His name was Paul Tsongas. And I loved Paul. And he died, my mom died a couple of months later. I mean, we were joined at the hip. And when I was young, I admired him. He went to Dartmouth. He ran for city council. He then was state rep. He was congressman. Then he became senator. And I was with him all the way. And then I got a job. And I started a company. And then I sold it. And I started another company. And then I sold it. And I'd see Paul. And I'd say, now that I know the real world, I can't believe that you were elected. You've never written a check. You've never balanced anything. And so it's easy to poke fun at Sarah Palin because she was a mayor or a governor, but mayors and governors are probably the people that you would want right now. Now, I'm not endorsing...
Are you thinking then, therefore, she's the right person to be...
No,
Okay.
but I'm just saying that being a senator and debating and talking to a camera to C-SPAN are not the skills on either side
No.
that are needed right now.
But is she the personification of a hockey mom?
I think she is.
Would you let her drop a puck at a
No.
Caps game? No.
If she was elected, I don't think you should mix politics and
As
sports.
they just found out in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
very
And let's be frank, they booed Santa Claus. They threw snowballs at Santa Claus.
But Caps fans wouldn't do that, would
Beyonce sang at the NBA All-Star game, Michael Jordan's last year, and she wore a 23 on her dress, and the fans stand and booed her. Okay, so I mean, my son at the playoff game against Philadelphia last year. My son goes to the University of Pennsylvania, and he's wearing an Ovechkin jersey, and we beat them in Game 6, and Ovechkin scores a breakaway goal, and my son puts his hand up in the air with some of his buddies, and I'm watching, and the guy right behind him takes his beer and pours it right on my son.
But do Washington fans have better manners than most hockey towns?
Yes, they'll sue you.
They'll sue you. On that note, Ted, thank you very much. Everybody, thank you.